So after a 2-week break, the EFL Championship football is back, and Albion travel up to London to face their toughest opponents so far, and a team which is widely tipped to be the champions for this season. So guys, it's our first trip to Craven Cottage in 6 years when we take on Fulham. And as I said, this is probably most definitely going to be the hardest game I think we've had all season. The squad depth that Fulham have, the number of players they've managed to keep hold of from relegation and from the Premier League is just outrageous. But 3 I'm going to focus on. So the first one is Alexander Mitrovic, who is probably the deadliest striker in the Championship, I believe. And also he scored the other night for Serbia against Portugal. Also Anthony Knockaert. I'm really surprised that Brighton didn't want him, because I think he created the most chances for them last season. And the Wolves reject, Ivan Cavallero, but he is a good player. I saw his goal against Huddersfield, and that was just a brilliant goal. So they are very, very deadly. So Albion related matters, obviously not much news to report, not many changes. Only thing I did see was that Ahmed Agazi and Gareth Barry are close to full fitness. Well, Agazi more than Barry, I think. So, hopefully, I don't think he's going to come back straight away, Agazi. Don't get your hopes up. I think he will gently be eased back into it, so he might be thrown in a few Premier League 2 games, and then gently be eased back into the team. You don't want to risk, heaping ashes on ashes, possibly compounding another injury. So yeah, I don't think he'll be back straight away. But a few things I think need to be addressed with Albion. Again, still playing out from the back. I wish they'd stop it, because as we saw the last game, obviously with Blackburn, it was 20 seconds and it was in, and it was silly back passing between the defence, and as we saw, I always said one little mistake and that could be it, and I didn't even see the goal because people were still in their seats, and all I heard was a slight gasp, and I poked my head around someone and it was in. And it's infuriating how defensive errors are costing us quite badly. And also, I know we keep defending him, but Johnston needs to be a lot more careful when it comes to keeping balls, as we saw, I saw certainly in the Brummie, when the second goal for Blackburn went in, clearly he had it in his grasp, he didn't keep hold of it, and it just slipped out of his hand, and it just bang, bang, bang in. I think, obviously, I think they're going to be careful. I think Slav will address the issues, and will make sure that things are a lot more sharp. Also, I think the strikers need to contribute a bit more. Zohore and Austin, in the goal terms, are sort of behind, say, Diangana, and now obviously Livermore scored. So the strikers need to be a lot more sharp, because Fulham are no pushovers at all, and their defence is rock solid. So this is going to be very, very, very hard. And as I said, like with Scott Parker as manager, a rookie manager, hopefully, last season we saw how many people exposed Darren Moore's, rookie sort of errors kind of thing. Hopefully we can do the same with Fulham. So yeah, guys, I'm hoping for a win, but this is going to be no pushover at all. So, and obviously 12:30 start. Thanks a lot, Sky TV. I'm actually missing my brother's. My brother is moving out next Saturday. He's moving to Oxford Brookes Uni. And so I'm missing him at the big day when he's off, so that's my dedication to Albion. A lot, getting a lot more outrageous. So, I'm hoping it's going to be a good game. It's going to be fiery. It's going to be this, that, and the other. Only thing for Fulham I will say is that Harry Arter is suspended for that dive, which is just so silly. But again, it's going to be very, 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 very fiery. So, hoping for a win. Fingers crossed. And here is my score prediction for this Saturday's game.